Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or whenever you're watching me right now. My name is Jay Luke, the owner and operator of the Passionates Network, where we amplify the voices, elevate the culture, and champion the musicians. Don't forget, you can get anything in our store, anything you want. Put it in your cart and get 30% off your purchase just by typing HBCU band. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, man. So this one was sent to me. You know what? I'm gonna be very candid. And honest. I accidentally deleted the last time I did this. It was by accident. So I had to do it again. So I'm gonna do it again because I love y'all that much. So this one was sent to me in my Instagram box, and it was titled in the message, "Some good news." So apparently I don't give good news, apparently, allegedly. So the information is basically out. Dr. Magruder, the director of bands at Winston-Salem State University, is now the appointed president of the HBCU National Band Directors Consortium. Sorry, I get this wrong a lot. The HBCU National Band and Orchestra Directors Consortium for a 2-year term. So congratulations goes out to Dr. Magruder. And so a lot of people probably don't know about what the HBCU Band and Orchestra Director Consortium is, and I'll explain a little bit as to why I keep jacking that up a little bit. And the reason why that is because I think, if I'm not mistaken, was an undergrad during the time of its inception, when Dr. Sanford and Paul I. Adams and Dr. Phillips, who was during the time at Virginia State but is now at Prairie View, it was in their hands. And so at the time, it was just called the HBCU Band Directors Consortium. And it all ends up boiling down to basically a convention. Now, there's a whole bunch of things that take place, behind the doors and behind closed doors and behind the scenes, but it ends up taking place in a convention. And so I'm just going to read exactly what the history or what the HBCU Band and Orchestra Directors Consortium is. So the HBCU National Band and Orchestra Directors Consortium is dedicated to empowering and advancing the legacy of musical excellence at historically Black colleges and universities. With a rich history rooted in cultural expression, leadership, and innovation, our consortium unites the finest music educators, directors, and performers from across the nation to celebrate and enhance the vibrant tradition of Black music. It goes on to say, at the heart of our mission is a deep respect for the transformative power of music education. We aim to ensure that every student musician receives the mentorship, resources, and opportunities necessary to thrive both on and off the stage. Together, they uplift the future of music, honoring the past while creating pathways for innovation and growth. So like I said, this is usually the bigger thing that usually takes place is a convention. And when I was an undergrad, I was at some of the first and or earliest conventions. And it really was a great opportunity. One of the things that I really hold dear to me for multiple reasons. I had the opportunity to meet a lot of different kids across the HBCU spectrum. A lot during that time was in the MEAC or CIAA, but still just having the opportunity to be able to collaborate with them, because what ends up happening as a student when you go to the consortium, you audition and then you end up in these certain quote unquote all-star groups, right? And so, they do a wind ensemble, and I know I was a part of the jazz band the 2 to 3 years that I was a part of it. And so, and then they have a lot of other smaller ensembles and so on and so forth. But I think it was a great opportunity for me. And again, I got to have the opportunity to meet a lot of kids from different programs and play alongside them and see the talent that is in all these different schools. Since then, a lot more SWAC bands have participated. I've seen them there. I know Texas Southern was there, I want to say a year and a half ago. Some Jackson State kids have been there. And so I think it's a really good opportunity for kids and students to participate. But nevertheless, and then on top of that, I know that they have also a couple of classes and things of that nature that take place. I know when I was there, I don't necessarily remember those classes because I was a student. So during the student time, at least when I was an undergrad, the idea was show up and play, right? Wake up, eat, play, or practice, eat again, practice, sleep, so on and so forth. Now, during that time, we had a lot of activity. Shout out to KK Psi and Tau Beta Sigma. I know that we had a lot of different activities that we would, do. I remember one year we did like this step show there. Then we had like this party, all that kind of stuff. But needless to say, it was definitely a good experience for a student like myself who was an undergrad. And I would definitely encourage you as HBCU band directors to get involved. You do have to become a member. So they do have the opportunity for you to become a member. But if you do want to attend the next convention, it's going to take place March 19th through the 23rd in 2025 of this year. Audition materials are all up. All of those things are available to you. But again, shout out to you, Dr. McGruder, because he's going to be taking the helm and taking the leadership role of it and being the president of it for the next 2 years. I know Dr. Tamisha Brock was over it for the last 2 years. And so I'm interested to see the new things that Dr. McGruder is able to add to the program and the new ideas, fresh ideas that may be coming out of that, and also seeing what's going to be happening at the convention. So I definitely, again, would encourage HBCUs to get involved, see what's going on, get the information. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to link the information to the the HBCU Orchestra and Band Directors Consortium inside of the description of this particular, the description of this YouTube. Just so that you all can check it out, get into it, get activated, become a member, and possibly check out the convention, man. But do you all think this is a good idea as far as Dr. McGruder being over it? Do you think this is a great person to be a part of, the head of this consortium? Do you think that this wasn't a good idea? Also, will you be attending? Have you attended? I want to see all of those things inside of the comment section. Again, don't forget, you can come inside of our store and get anything that you want with 30% off of your purchase. All you got to do is type in HBCU band. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.